back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michaela Barnhart. In today's video, we are going to be doing a design with me for a weekly kit. Now, I want to preface this video before we actually get started and I'm filming my screen. I want to preface this by saying you probably should go check out my last weekly plan with me for the first week of July, because I have changed the way that these kits look dramatically. I can actually show you the week that I'm on right now, which is the first week of July that I was just talking about. Let me get the ruler out of there. I have really simplified things in terms of my weekly kits because I felt like I was getting caught up in it looking cute and it looking perfect and this, that, and the other, and it was becoming less functional for me. If you can keep the cuteness and be functional, you do you, girl or guy, whatever. But I can't personally, like, the more stickers that I have on there and the more that I'm trying to make it look a certain way, I tend to shy away from actually using it that way. So typically what was starting to happen is I would lay down all of my stickers in a cute little video and everything would be happy. And I would, like, on Monday morning, I would make a to-do list, and then the rest of the week I wouldn't open the planner back up. I don't want this planner to go the same way. So I'm trying out a new way. If this doesn't work, then we'll try to find something different. We'll kind of meet in the middle. We'll work around until it works. But this week, this is what I've done. It is only Wednesday, so I'm just going to show you the first half of the week because obviously I haven't put anything on the back half. But you can see I really simplified everything over here. I don't have the headers across the top or the washi at the bottom, none of that. I just put in appointments and to-do list. So that has been working really well for me, or, you know, not just appointments, but what I need to do and to-do list. So that is the kind of kit that you are about to see be made. Something very simple for the new 7x9 Erin Condren weekly or hourly life planner. So that's what you're about to see. If you are interested in it, then obviously keep on watching. If you want to see those stickers be laid down first and kind of see what all I made, definitely go watch that weekly plan with me first and then come back over to this video. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of preface that because this is going to look very different. This is going to be a very simplified tutorial. If you are just starting out making stickers for your own planner, this is probably a good place to start because you're not going to have as much to make. I will share dimensions and all that stuff with you guys. Try to be very open about what I'm doing. I am also using a new type of sticker paper, so I'm going to test it out. This will be the first time I'm printing something on it. So we'll test it out. I'll go through a week of planning and stuff like that and kind of see what I like before I share it, because if it's terrible, then obviously I don't want you guys to go out and purchase it. It came from Amazon though. It is removable, just bright white sticker paper. So we're going to see how that goes first. But anyways, just wanted to preface all of that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go over to my computer and we are going to get started. See, I have you guys over on my computer. I'm just doing a screen recording. I've already opened up Silhouette Studio and I just opened up last week's last week's kit. So you can see the kit that I made last time. This is the same thing that I just showed you guys in my planner. This is just what it looks like on the screen. So I opened that up because each week I don't recreate everything. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you guys right now, is I'm just going to grab it all. And I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my registration marks, and this one's not quite set right because I changed it to be 12 by 12, and I need a letter size. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to paste it. So now I have two things that look exactly the same. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one because I don't want to change that one. I want to change this one for this week. And I'm going to go ahead and save it just because I have had times in the past where things have crashed. So I just like to save as I go. You can see I have a Silhouette flash drive with all of my monthly stuff. So I'm going to go into July, weekly, and this is going to be week 2. Thin washi, labels. We'll just put thin washi and labels. I'm glad I looked back because I spelled that wrong. Okay. Thin washi and labels. You can save it as whatever. It doesn't really matter. But as long as this is week 2. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm just going to zoom us back in a little bit so you can kind of see. These are the exact same things I'm going to do. The only thing that I'm going to be changing is the colors and the patterns that I'm using. Obviously, this was for the July 4th because this is the week of the 4th. But Next week, obviously, it's not, so we're going to change that up. All of the scripts up here and the check boxes are going to stay the same. I have shown how I made these exact check boxes in another video. It was in my last Plan With Me or Design With Me, so definitely go check that out if you want to know how to make those specifically. You have to kind of watch through the video to get to it. I don't remember, I didn't put a timestamp or anything, so you just have to kind of skip through until you get to that part if that's all you're interested in. I've also shown how to make these before. I will share really quickly my dimensions. You can see when I click on it up in the top left-hand corner, the dimensions come up with the width and the height. So for most of these, I go off of height. Obviously, the width is going to depend on what you're actually typing out. The height on these are going to be 0.25, so 1/4 of an inch tall, and that works perfectly for the planner. And then these check boxes are 1.5 inch tall, and then 1/4 of an inch wide. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're messing with there. But like I said, none of that's going to change. We're just going to leave all the check boxes and scripts along. We're going to change everything else though. So I'm going to just keep working in this top little box. So the first thing that I'm going to do is grab all of these little labels, and I'm going to make sure that they are not grouped. So I'm going to ungroup everything so that each little individual box will be its own little thing. And now what I'm going to be doing, I usually purchase a new kit every week off of Etsy, but I have some that I'm really liking and ones that I want to kind of change up how I did. So I'm going to use kits that I already have, or like digital scrapbooking papers I already have. So what I do is I go over here to this little palette thing, and I go to this one with dots, so that's fill. I scroll down until you get to the ones that I have uploaded. So anything down here that says patterns are ones that I have personally uploaded. So what I'm going to do is just kind of click around, see what I like, what am I feeling for this week, and we'll kind of go from there. So I really want something that looks very summery, very like July-ish, hot, summer, that kind of stuff is what I'm going for. I don't want to use the vacation kit because I've already done that and I used pretty much everything in that one. So I'm just going to kind of keep looking through until I find something that really just seems to pull my eye one way or the other. Let's see, I kind of really like this one because it has that like, oh, that one kind of looks like watermelon. And then we have some bathing suits, little watermelons. I think we might go with the watermelon theme this week. I feel like that'll look cute. Oh, there's ice cream too. Okay, let's go with this one. So what I'm going to do is come down here to advance, and I'm going to scale it up some so that the watermelons get a little bit bigger so you can actually see what they are. And then I'm just going to leave that like it is. So the next thing I'm going to do is change this big outside box to be the same thing. So I'm going to make it watermelons as well. I'm not going to change the scaling or anything. And then we're going to pick out 3 more little things for these smaller ones. So I'm going to do an ice cream. And then I will do I'm wondering what all came with that kit because I don't remember. Let's look and see. I wonder if I can open this up. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think it's in July. I think that was a June design. Was it this one? Yes, because there's the watermelons. There's the ice cream. Okay. Let's just see if we can find some of those. That came with it, so we can use that one. And then what else can we use? I think we've already used those. It's hard because it doesn't keep them grouped based on what you put in. It just kind of mixes them up. So that gets a little confusing. We'll use that one. That one will be okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is this box that I have layered on top. I guess I should stop and share these dimensions with you guys. I'm going to keep forgetting to do that. So this little box is what I put in the top left-hand corner of my planner. It will cover up whatever month it is. So if it says July 2021, it'll cover that up. My dimensions for that are 1.5 inches wide by 3/4 of an inch tall. This box I use for church because it's 2 hours long if you count Sunday school and our Sunday service or whatever, our preaching. So this one is a lot bigger. Width on this one is 1.5 inches, which is going to be standard with everything, or all of my labels. And then the height on this one is 1 inch. This inside box, I have it just to my liking centered inside of the box, so that came out to be a width of 1.302 and a height of 0.868. And I changed the transparency on this one, so it's a little bit transparent, but not so transparent that I can't write on it and see what I'm writing. So now what I'm going to do, like I was saying, is since I have this watermelon background, I'm going to choose this box that's transparent, go back over here to a just standard color, and I'm going to use this dropper tool to grab some of these colors. So I just kind of want to see what it looks like with these colors. So we have green because of the rind on the watermelon. We have light pink, which I feel like that's a little much. And then of course we have more of like that black color inside the seed. That one did not pick that up, but I think it's between these two. I think I'm going to go with that one for that. Then down here, let's try kind of like that one as well. I can't use that for all of them though, so I'm going to have to change this up eventually. Let's see if we can pull this lighter pink. Yep, that works good on there. And then this one, it looks like it has some blue in it as well, so let's pull that and see. It does. I wonder what that one would look like with the blue. I like that one with the blue. Let's see. It looks like this has yellow as well, so let's look at that. I like that. I kind of want to change this color up because I feel like that's a lot of pink. But I think it's just because of what I have. I really like these two. I'm wondering if I shouldn't do the watermelons for this and kind of change up. This is kind of what it looks like for me every week while I'm doing this. I really like the... Where did it go? I like this one, but that's not the one I was looking for. This one is the one I was looking for. I really like that one because it has so much in it. I think that one's cute. Cute, cute, cute. What does that one look like? Oh, cute. That says Hello Summer. That's perfect. Okay, let's do this. We're going to do this one. I guess I should probably put it to where it shows more than just one of them, right? Wouldn't you think so? I like that one because it says Hello Summer. Okay, so we're going to use that one there. And then we'll continue, I guess for this one, we'll do that with the light blue maybe. Yeah, I like that one. But now there's not a lot of pink. This is such a struggle. I wish it would just keep it organized by like whatever the pack was. Nope, that's not that. What's that one look like? That's definitely July 4th. What don't I use? I probably should have just purchased a new one. That probably would have been the easiest option for me. But it's too late for that now. We do have this, like, I could use that one, I guess, and that kind of gives it a good mix of colors. So yeah, we'll do that. All right, so I'm going to grab both of these, group them back together, and I'm going to do these the same way, just so that everything kind of stays nice and neat. Before I group this one, I will share that these are, again, the bigger outside box is 1.5 inches wide by 1/2 inch tall. So that fits perfectly for like an hour. And then this little inside one, again, was just to my preference. So it's 1.303 in width and 0.399 in height. So I just wanted to share that before I group those back together. So now that top section is pretty much ready to be printed. So that is it for that one. Now let's come down here and change out these guys. So I picked 3 of my favorites. And I'd pretty much just kind of play around with it until they look how I want them to look. Let's do that one for one of them. We are going to have to pan that pattern though, just a little bit. That's not what I meant to do. We're just going to do this so that you get, I'm going to delete that one and just make it another one. Okay. And then for this one, let's do We can do the watermelons. That'll be cute. And then for the last one, we can do the one that says Hello Summer. And we'll have to pan that pattern as well, so you can actually see what it's saying. And we'll just grab another one and drop it down here. Okay, so there we have all of our washies. My washi, I always do 1/4 of an inch wide, or like the thickness of it. And then the height really just depends on how big you're making your sticker paper. So these washies are on a sticker paper that's going to print out to be 6.5 inches long. So I do them as 6.4, so it's a little bit less than that. So that way it doesn't cut straight up against that. You could, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to make a difference, but I just personally don't like it to do that. So that's kind of why I do this. So then the last thing that we're going to make is our labels down here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is grab every single one of them, just like I did at the top, and we are going to, oh wait, maybe they're not, I must have not hooked them all back together. Okay, fine. They're already ungrouped, so that's good. So I'm going to basically go back through those colors that I was using earlier, and I'm going to pick out the colors that I want to use. So for all of these darker blues, I'm going to change them to be lighter blue, just because I like that bright blue color. The reds, I'm going to change all of them to be yellow. And then this other blue color, we're going to change to be pink. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to open up my advanced options over here to the side, so it opens up this big color palette. I'm going to pick the blue that I started with. I'm going to grab the longer piece behind it, change it to be the same color, and then I just kind of roll it down a little bit so that it makes it a little bit lighter. So now you can see that that changed that color. So I'm going to grab all of these, and I'm going to change them all to be that lighter blue color. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with yellow. So I'm going to grab the bigger pieces behind it, change it to be yellow, and then just kind of roll it down some to make it a little bit lighter of a yellow. And then I'm going to grab all of them, change them all to that. And the last one we did was, let's see, that pink. Okay, roll it down and grab all of them, change them to that color, and there we have it. So then basically now you can see everything kind of matches. We're all in that same color scheme, and that's pretty much it. So what I am going to do really quickly is, I'm actually not even going to, usually I would grab these and group them back together up here at the top. I'm not going to do that, but I am, since I have this room right here. I don't know why I didn't do that last time, but I'm just going to grab another one of these yellows and put it down here at the bottom. And then I need those things as well. Oh, I need those to be sent to the front. Okay. Why didn't it? There we go. Okay, and there we have it. So I'm going to save it again. That's pretty much all I do at this point. I'm going to share just a couple little tips for you and show you what I would do if I was going to go ahead and print it. I am going to go ahead and print it, but I'm not going to show all that in here. That way it is still a little bit of a surprise as to how it came out for the weekly plan with me. So typically what I like to do at this point, since I've shared it, I've got everything made, I'm going to go back over here to page setup and go to registration marks. And I'm just going to hit print bleed and change it to be 0.020. I didn't mean to do that. And that way it will print a small bleed. I'm going to save it again so that I know that's ready. And then I'm just going to show you what I would do when I cut it. So I'm going to zoom out just so you can kind of see everything. I'm going to go up here to send. First, I guess I should say, when you're ready to print, you just go up here to the left and hit print, and it'll walk you through whatever your printer settings are. It's going to come up looking really weird, though, when you hit send. Don't panic. Don't go to simple. Come over here to where it says line. And now you have everything by whatever you outlined it in. So I always outline my actual sticker sheet, the big piece, in red. And then for that, let me go, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to turn my Cricut on, or my Silhouette on so I can share my numbers with you. Let me go do that. Okay, I'm back. So now you can see it says ready to load and everything. So I'm going to grab, why is it not? There we go. All right, so I'm just going to pick black first. So black is going to be the actual stickers that we're cutting. So you don't want those to cut all the way through the sticker paper. You want it to what we call kiss cut, so that it cuts just this up, like the outer layer of the actual sticker itself. So what I'm going to do is change my force to be 6. I'm going to change my speed to be 5 for that one. It doesn't really matter. I just like it to go a little faster. And that's what that's going to be set at. So I have this set to a 3. That stays for everything for me. I never change that. 1 pass over, 6 force, 5 for speed. Then for my red one, I want it to cut all the way through the sticker paper down to the mat. So again, we're going to leave this at 3. I'm going to leave the force at 20 because that works perfect for mine. Bump the speed up to 5, and I'm actually going to have it do 2 passes. Now, I do that because you can do 1 pass, but when I cut with 1 pass, it typically it'll pull off or whatever, but it'll leave a little bit of a jagged edge sometimes, and sometimes it kind of tears it a little bit. So I do 2 passes to get more of a clean cut. You just kind of have to play around with your silhouette, though. From what I've heard from other people, they're pretty picky, like your individual silhouette might work a little bit differently than my individual silhouette. So you kind of have to play with those numbers and see what works best for you. I know when I first started cutting stickers on the silhouette, I used a force of 14 and it cut all the way through the cutting mat. So I just kind of had to play around with it and change things until I got it the way I wanted it. So just kind of putting that out there. You have to play around with it. You could start with these numbers that I'm sharing now. They might work for you, or you might need to tweak them to get a little bit better of a cut. What I would say do is before you actually start cutting a lot of stickers like this, make like one little square or something. Put your sticker paper in, print it out or whatever. Just go ahead and waste a sticker sheet and play around with it that way so that you can kind of see, how it's going to do before you start to print these kind of stickers. So that's kind of what my tips and tricks are. So at this point, all I have to do is go up here to the top, print it, and then whenever I have it on the sticker mat and in the machine, I would just hit send since everything is set. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, go ahead and check out those other design with me's. I've done one for a monthly kit as well as a weekly kit on the silhouette. I have not done a budget, I don't think yet, for the silhouette, but I can do that if that's something you guys are interested in. So definitely let me know that in the comments, but check those videos out so that you can see, what different kind of stickers you can make or whatever. The old weekly kit design with me was a little more intense, so it had all those like headers and all that kind of stuff with it. So if that's what you're interested in, check that out. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can stick around for all the videos to come, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.